Welcome back to Tom's Garage again. Had a fella bring me this yesterday. Ooh, this thing is crusty. He said, man, this thing sit on the shelf. I ain't used this thing in 10 years. Ooh, let's see if we can get this thing running today. Yeah. Let's see. Raise the camera a little bit. Let's see. First thing I'm gonna do is get this bar and chain off of there. Get that bar and chain off there. I don't like working on something with a bar and chain on it. Make it a little bit smaller, lighter, easier to work on. That chain is actually pretty sharp. I was gonna say that thing looks like it might have been dull, but it's pretty darn sharp. Okay. God, well, that bar is heavy. Oh yeah, we'll have to dress that bar. Okay. Okay. This one's got the compression release button. That's good. Well, well, that air filter is pretty nasty. Pretty nasty. Wow. Ooh. Let's carry this thing to the door and blow some of this schmutz off of it. Nasty. All right. I love a dusty saw. I love a dusty saw. I think I might have taken that air filter off wrong. Okay. Stop. Run. Let's take a peek in the gas tank. Grab a flashlight and take yourself a peek. Looks pretty clean. I see just a little bit of fuel left down in there. Just a little bit. Let me grab my turkey baster and we'll suck it out. Makita DCS 6401. He must have tried to put fresh fuel in it, because that looks pretty fresh. No, it's got a smell to it. It's got a smell to it. Well, the fuel line looks like it's pretty good. Pretty good looking little fuel line. Pull that fuel filter up and out of it and take a look at it. Take a gander at it. Let's go over to the door and blow this filter out. That's pretty clean right there. It is. Clean the tank real good. Make sure the filter is sitting correctly at the bottom. Well, gotta put gas in first. I hope Mr. Makita don't mind using steel brand oil. Yep. Go slap me a BPM 8Y in that bad little boy. If I got any left. Hey, I got one left. Ooh, I got to order some spring parts. Spring parts. From what I can tell, that cylinder looks pretty good. Okay. Little Zama carburetor. Fuel line looks good. This one don't have a purge bulb. I don't believe. I don't see one. Nope. I can tell this come from a rental store. Either that or a construction company owned it. Spark arrestor looks good and clean. Well, all we can do now is throw our shoulder out. Give it a choke. Let's see if it'll crank. Oh. let's say it says to push into compression release, but it did, but it still has so much compression. Good Lord. Man. I might have to go to a chiropractor after this. There it goes. How come I couldn't push it with my finger, but I pushed it with that? I don't know. I don't know. Hey. Let's get rid of this. Wish there's a way you can hold the throttle open. It should lock that. Oh God. Man, this is one heavy little saw right here. It's a heavy big saw. Well, the kill button don't work. Oh. That's one of the heaviest saws I've ever had to pick up. Good Lord. Hey, it seems to run pretty good though. Golly, for sitting 10 years. Threw a plug in it, fresh fuel, cleaned the fuel tank, cleaned the fuel filter. Whew, this thing is a beast. We gotta figure out why that kill switch ain't working. Why ain't you working, Mr. Kill Switch? Let me lower the camera down a little bit. We gotta figure out why the kill switch ain't working. It's really hard to see without pulling all that bodywork off of it. What all do we have to... I'm gonna pull this starter cover off and see if we can trace them wires to that kill switch. Is that a T27? It is. I don't want to have to take this thing completely apart just to trace them wires. Plastic here should get out of the way. Well, that ain't really letting us see much. Let's pull this cover off. And I don't want to start tearing this thing to pieces. Because the least we have to do, the better. I guess we have to take these two loose. Push the compression release in. Pull that out. That we can pull off of that. It's not the easiest chainsaw in the world to work on, in my opinion. Oh. All right, little kill wire. Where are you? There it is. Well, there's the kill wire to the coil, but what route does it take? It goes back behind there, probably behind this cover. Routes itself through there. I can see it a little better now. It's plugged in. A little probe in there. That's what it is. The wires broke. Mercy, mercy. How hard is that going to be to get to? Maybe it won't be too hard to get to. It surprised me it cranked on, what, the fourth, fifth pull after 10 years? I'm impressed. I'll buy that for $1. See if we can get this job done without taking it much more apart. There's the terminal. Broke right there. I'd like to be able to get that switch out. How can we get that switch loose? I think it'll be too difficult to do. Well, I'd hate to have to pull all this apart. Ew. Well, let's see if we can find us a terminal that size, and we'll just try to fish it back in there with a long needle nose and just try to plug it back in. Let's go over here to the electrical section at the old Tom W's garage. Let's see, terminals. Let's see. Those are just round terminals. I don't see anything in there. Oh, there's one right there. There's something down there we can probably use. Oh. Now, the question is, are they the same size? They certainly appear to be. The next question is, can we go at it straight on? Yeah, there's room in there to go at it straight on instead of having a 90 degree. I believe we can do it. I believe we can do it. Wishing I'd come get your stuff. All right. Now this wire has got the insulation on there, so we'll have to cut through the insulation too. Let me raise the camera a little bit so you can see around my big hairy knuckles. What did I do with the terminal? There it is. I'm believing we can just go straight at it. Where's the seam? There it is. Or if I had to, I could just take it right here and just bend it up. Now let's see how lucky we can get plugging it back in. Are we gonna get lucky? Let me take my toboggan off. It's about 60 degrees out here, and I just don't need to be wearing my boggin right now. Beautiful day out there. Let's see if I can grab a hold of it like that. Pull that wire back that way. Past all that stuff there. No, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take and bend it right there like that. Yeah. Can't bend that once more, it'll break. Wiggle it down in there. I can see it. Ah, by golly, I think we got it. I believe we got it. I believe we did it. Whew, now let's put it back together. Adjust that bar, sharpen this chain. Then we can make sure it runs good. I don't want to rev it up and run it and test it and do any adjusting on it without the bar and stuff and the air filter on it. Ah, nope, I didn't get it. Almost got it. Almost. Almost. There we go. Come on, Mr. Makita, I'm just trying to help you here, buddy. Work with me. I done got it. Somehow or another we got it wedged. I think it's trying to tell me I gotta put this back on before I do that. Yeah, there you go. Now watch it slap right on. There we go. Work it down in there. Work it down past the compression release. Well, this thing is compact. Work it, work it. All right. Look at that. God, it's all over my hands. I need to go out there and pressure wash this thing when I'm done. Choke that thing, don't get that dust down in there. Okay. Get this little doohickey back on there. Goes through there. figure it out. Got whooped by a chainsaw today. Okay, that seems to be on there right. Pressure release, you can get to all that. Seems to be a pretty quality saw. Boy, this thing's covered in it. He'll be happy it runs though. Get all that goo out of there so I can. All right, let's fire it up again and see if the kill switch is working. Pressure release, choke, switch is on. Hey! Okay, let's go over here and grab Angelica's blower and blow this air filter out. I think I took that thing apart wrong, prying it off that way. I think you just stick it on there and work that bar over it that way. It's got my back hurting now. God, I think I threw something out. God, all right, how do we get this off there? This was like that. You're hooking around that right there. Let me lower this camera. I can't be doing this right. I don't believe I am. Let's try another way. Let's see the proper way to do this. Okay, it snaps in like that. And I think all you do is pick it up there. I can't tell what that illustration says. Well, let's try it that way. Look at there. Oh, that's all you do. I keep telling you, I learn something new every day out here. Pow. There you go. Not a day goes by. Oh, hang on to it, son. I like that saw, man. That thing is a beast. Yeah. That's all we got left to do. I'd give it a good washing if I didn't have my water hoses turned off. All right, let's look into this bar right here. Yeah, when you're running your chainsaw, you see how it gets hot and all that pressure you're putting on it. See the discoloration right there? You know, you can flip the bar over. You can take and you can feel that lip. The bar will get hot and it'll mushroom, and it'll actually get a little bit wider than the chain is, and it won't cut through the wood and you think your chain is dull. So all you want to do very, very lightly, very lightly, just knock that lip off. Flip it around this way and do the other two sides. You can take a piece of sandpaper or hand file, whatever you got. There we go. There's that. Do we need to sharpen his chain? It looks to me like it's been freshly sharpened. Probably the last time I used it, he put it up. That does not need to be sharpened. I ain't touching it. I ain't gonna do it. It don't need it. It don't need it. I can't make it any sharper than it is. Trying to keep getting my arm in the way of the camera. I'll tell you, I'm running out of strength. There we go. Well, just gotta sit on that ridge right there. Is everything on correctly? Yes. Now we'll take a screwdriver and there it is. We'll run this back. Where's the hole? And I'm gonna put a little more. Oh, what did I do with the nuts? There they are. Make sure it goes all the way on properly. Okay, now we can tighten the chain. Not too tight. There, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We'll hunker it down right there. Not too tight. One more little. I will grab a rag. Yeah, back in the day I used to take and do that. Every now and then you'd slip and run your knuckles down it, and I got more scars on my knuckles over the years doing this. That's why I always now grab a rag. everything's free. All right. Now we'll go ahead and crank it again and actually run it with the filter and bar and everything on it. Make sure it's going to run good. Always let it warm up real good before you rev it all the way up. The chain should come to a stop. And it's not, it's still spinning pretty good. I got to start wearing my earmuffs. Good gosh, it's loud. Ooh, yes, for some reason that thing was idled up way high and you let off of it and that chain is still just going. That's dangerous. You actually saw me hit the concrete with it right here, trying to get it down. Look at that, right there. That's dangerous. Woo, I'm surprised that thing ran like that. That's a good saw. That's a beast right there. I'll take that one. Have to hire somebody to use it though. Well, all right, boys and girls, thanks for watching another Tom Newby video. Brought a Makita chainsaw back from the long lost. Yeah, he'll be impressed with that. Yeah, I can see the oiler's working real good because it's all oily. I didn't even check the bar roll. I don't even keep bar roll in stock anymore. I don't sell it, and I hardly work on chainsaws. Well, let me ramble for another 15 minutes. All right, boys and girls, love y'all to death, man. Thanks for watching another one of my videos, man. And y'all be good to each other. Holler if you need me. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Love y'all.